Hi everybody, this is a quick video to show you how to take through Design Space a file to cut a presentation box for a 16-ounce cold cup. This file has been out a long time, but I had to go and update it and put a few new formats of file onto the Etsy listing, so I thought I'd make a video especially for this one. I've just linked the video for the 24 ounce it is, I think cold cup before, but I'll do one especially for this project. So it's just a nice little lidded box which fits inside it a 16-ounce cold cup like that with the straw, obviously the straw out of the cup. There is the straw sitting in the box. Here you can see inside the box, and you can see there's an insert which the cup slots into to keep it nicely in place. And if you see that tiny little hole there at the back, that's where the straw will sit, and then it sits into that clever little notch there, which not only holds the straw, but it holds a sort of a retaining flap against the top of the cold cup as well, so it can't move around and rattle around inside the box. So you've got the height, if I can just go back, you've got the height in the box to accommodate the straw, but there's a neat little flap that goes on top of the cup and which is held in place by that notch. You can just see the flap there that's over the top of the lid, so that the cup is held really securely in place. These are lovely boxes. I'm talking about the 16-ounce one today. There is also one for a 24 ounce. I'll link that in the description below. Right, so let's go into Design Space and we'll show how to take it through Design Space. I do Design Space videos because I work with Cricut machines, but in the download there is also a Studio 3 file for those of you who use the free version of Silhouette Studio, and there's also a Canvas workspace file for ScanNCut users where the file is coming at the right size, coloured up as it should be, and with fold lines set to tiny little dashes, because you do them with tiny cuts, don't you? Okay, so I'll bring it in from scratch. It's there in my library, but people have asked me to show it coming in right from outside Design Space. So you click Upload Image, and here you can drag the file if you're not on full screen like I am, but I always am, so I use the Browse button. And then you just navigate on whatever device you're using to where the file is. Here I've been bringing mine in today just as a practice, so there it is, 16-ounce cold cup box.svg. You don't need to do anything at any of these windows that pop up, just continue. Here you could give it a different name if you wanted to, but it's a fairly self-explanatory name, isn't it? So again, just at this window, click Upload, and it will land on your canvas already selected. You can see there's a line around it, so that means it's selected. So your first step is to ungroup the whole SVG. I'm on the desktop version for PC. For me, ungroup is the first icon at the top of the layers panel over here on the right hand side. So you just click on that first icon. When you hover your mouse over it, you can see the ungroup comes up, and it also tells you what the keyboard command is as well. So you just click on that, and that lets you see the two groups inside that original group. And in my SVGs, the top group is always where the lines that you need to convert to score live. We can't make them come in already set to score. This is not like a Cricut Access project. It's just a one tiny quick step you have to do yourself, and once you've brought more than one SVG in, it will become second nature, and it's the easiest thing in the world. So you just click on it to select it. It's selected. You can see it's gone green. Then you go over to your operations menu here, top left. Obviously, if you're on a mobile device, these will all be in the menus along the bottom. I think operations menu might be under edit. But anyway, click on where it says basic cut, because that's what they're set to at the moment, and choose score from the drop down. And you can see that those lines are converted now. And because there are scores on more than one piece, and at the moment they're all one group, we need to ungroup them. So you're just going to go back to that ungroup icon up there and click. And now you can see that all the individual sets of scores are on their own. Next step is to select that group, that second group underneath, which is the one that contains all the cut pieces. If I toggle the group open, you can see all the individual pieces. All you need to do here is ungroup. No work at all, just ungroup them. So now everything on screen is separate and you can attach individual score lines to the individual pieces that they relate to. If you select all and attach all, you'll end up with a project that you can't cut because Design Space will tell you it's too big. So you're just going to click on canvas somewhere near a piece, drag a box to enclose just that one piece and its score lines, and you're going to attach them. Attach for me is here at the bottom of the layers panel. Again, it'll be on one of the menus at the bottom if you're using the mobile app. So you're just going to do that for every piece on screen that's got score lines. That is the base that sits in the bottom of the box. That's the side and the back of the box. That's the base of the box, which doesn't have any scores. This is the front and the side of the box. These darker pink pieces are the lid pieces. So this is the front and one side, and that's a side and the back. When you get the PDF of instructions, you'll understand all this, so you don't need to remember what they're called. Okay, so if we just hit make it, I don't need to save it. We can choose 12 by 12. It's too big to go on A4 or letter, is it? Letter is, yeah, too big to go on A4 or letter. You do need 12 by 12 for this project. So you would need 2.5 for the main body. And let's have a look. This is the lid, and one sheet for the lid. So 1, 2, 3.5 altogether for the insert, the main box, and the lid that goes on top. I hope that's fairly self-explanatory there. If you have any issues when you come to cut or assemble, please don't hesitate to get in touch. I'm always happy to help, and if you're a new user, really ask me. I'd rather that you had a happy experience with the file and could leave a good review rather than get angry and frustrated with it and end up leaving a bad review on Etsy. So the way to get in touch is in the description below. You can contact me on Etsy or Facebook, whichever you prefer. And if you've just stumbled across this video and you'd like to buy the SVG, there's a link to do that too. Don't forget, if you're purchasing 3 or more SVG files at one time from the Tanglecrafts Studio Etsy shop, the link is in the description, you can use the 30 for 3 discount code to get 30% off your total purchase. This offer runs all the time, but you need to use that code when you check out. And if you haven't already joined the Tanglecrafts Studio Facebook group, join now to get any special Etsy discount codes issued to group members and to take advantage of the free SVG files I give away in the group from time to time. The link to the group is in the description. I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.